playing a live game of Russian Roulette on our television screens. You may have seen it, 3 million people did. Or was he playing Russian Roulette? That is the question. Whatever he was doing, he did survive, thankfully, and he's with us this morning. It's Derren Brown, who is a psychological illusionist.
Yeah.
That's what you call yourself, not a magician.
No, although it's born out of a love of magic. I mean, I tried to come up with a form of magic that was a bit more thought-provoking and challenging and would get under your skin a bit more.
Well, you certainly caused a lot of thought-provoking
Well, I hope
reactions
so.
to the whatever it is you did. Were you playing Russian Roulette? Are you a psychological illusionist or are you a con man? That's the question.
I call myself a psychological illusionist. I mean, going back to all
other people are calling you a con man because they're saying that all the bullets that were put into the chambers of that gun you were using were blank.
Sure. Well, I think all of these questions that have been raised, which I love, and they're all dealt with in the show. The whole question of blanks is dealt with in the show as well.
But it wasn't, because why are we still asking then, and why are there newspaper reports saying this was a fake?
Well, now because what's happened is this, which I had no idea was going to happen then. At the time, I came back and I just wanted to set the record straight. But now, I just think it's delightful because I've now got the situation where, the aim was to create a piece of television that would just be riveting and exciting, and now it's sort of, now on top of that to have the question of, well, was it even real? Was it not real? For me, it just adds to it so much and brings it to a level I'm really happy with and very comfortable with.
So that's what you were out to do in the first place, get a whole discussion going, and whether you actually had live bullets in that gun was neither here nor there.
Well, within that, I would say the show does answer those questions. That's quite
But I don't think it does, otherwise why are we all sitting here this morning asking you whether you had live bullets in the gun? Did you or didn't you?
Well, if I answer that question fully, then the illusion's gone. But if you watch the show, and if you know anything about how dangerous blank bullets are, that question is sort of shifted and answered within the show.
So you'd have still done yourself a bit of damage anyway?
Well, absolutely. I mean, I still would have had to have done it. I still would have done myself damage. So my feeling is the show kind of has to speak for itself, and if it gets left as a great bit of telly, hopefully, if that's right to say that, and with the question mark over it as to was it even real or not, I'm really happy with that.
I think I know now I know what you're saying, and I think I know it probably wasn't real, but you've created the reaction you want anyway. Now, we're just going to talk to a police officer now, not to come and arrest you or anything, but we want to hear what Deputy Chief Officer Lenny Harper of Jersey Police has to say, because that's where Derren travelled to perform this psychological illusion. Are you on the line, Lenny?
Yes, I am.
Hello, thanks very much for joining us this morning. Firstly, can we get this right? Due to UK gun laws, Derren's programme claims to come from France. That's right, isn't it?
No, Jersey.
Right, you admit that it came from Jersey.
Absolutely, yeah.
Right, okay. Can you confirm, Lenny, that the programme was in fact filmed in Jersey? Well, Derren's just done that, but can you confirm that all of the bullets that were used in the gun were in fact blanks to fit in with Jersey law against handguns?
Yes, I mean, a permit was issued for these props to come on the island. A number of props were brought onto the island for filming purposes, and amongst them were 50 rounds of blank ammunition.
Right. You've been unearthed by Lenny.
No, it makes absolute sense. I completely accept that. I like the question that's...
Well, there is no question now, so your illusion's been destroyed a bit, hasn't it, by talking to the police in Jersey who say that you brought in a whole load of blanks. To comply with law.
Like saying David Blaine in that box.
Yeah, I was going to get on to that.
Whether David Blaine is in that box or not is not the important thing.
Yeah.
If he isn't in that box, how did they get them out? So I don't really...
Yeah, no, that's
whether
it.
Whether it's a real bullet or a blank bullet doesn't really matter to me. It's how you would make the switch. We don't know that. Sure. Well,
and that's what you're saying, isn't it? That you created a reaction and an illusion, and that's what you're happy with.
Well, if I watched it and it was a trick, I'd still be impressed. I'd still be happy with that. I mean, magician does trick isn't a great headline. I'd still be happy with that. I still would have had to have done it, and if you're doing it with blanks, that's still, immensely dangerous.
What's David Blaine doing down in that box then? Is that him there? Is he going to be in the...
Yeah, we had dinner last night. We're chatting about it. No, big fan of... No, we didn't. Big fan of David. You've seen off on that there in today, haven't you?
Yeah, he's a very talented man, this Derren. He's trained in law. He's now a psychological illusionist and a very consummate artist.
Well, thank you very much.
Can you show us your David Blaine? That's your Anthony Hopkins. That's my Anthony Hopkins.
Not my David Blaine. These are... I've got an exhibition in November. Can you see that, or is it all considered?
No,
we can see it's quite obviously that. That face haunts me, Derren. I wake up with that at night. And there's Madonna film. Can you see that? Bless her.
Right. And your DVD.
DVD, very important. Paul. Yeah, there's an exhibition here 15th of November on my website. It'll say where all that is. Not yet. I'm not quite sure of the venue yet. And yeah, DVD came out this week, brilliantly, the day after the Russian Roulette, which I thought was a great marketing ploy from Channel 4.
And that's it, really. I think we've covered everything.
Thank you very much.
It's very nice to meet you. Or was it really you?
Or was it really me? Who knows?
We'll have to go on talking about that throughout the rest of the programme. Thank you.
Thanks
If you're not using that gun, you can always lend it to me. I can find a good use for it.
As long as it's filled with blanks.
Oh, of course.
Mind you, they can still do damage, as Derren said.